Rosie, Jacobi, good to see you both. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
See you.
You know, Rosie, it's interesting because it's spooky season. There's a lot of stuff in the horror movie thriller kind of genre popping in and out everywhere. I'm just curious for you. I know it's all storytelling, but working on something like this that has a psychological thriller component, what is it like working in that kind of landscape, that world of like thrillers, horror movies at a time where there's a big appetite for it? I'm just curious about that.
Well, my role in this is less about the spookiness and more about the emotional connection. That said, you know, it was really cool saying, okay, this is going to happen to your face while you're doing this. I'm like, wow, you know, and so that aspect of it was really cool. And watching Jacobi go through the motions as well was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Absolutely. Jacobi, you did a great job creeping out Billy Crystal on camera. I just want to say.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I liked my stares. I like my stares now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm wondering what were the learning experiences like specifically from an acting perspective, because this was like a new role for you in a lot of ways, and like working with Billy Crystal in a way we haven't seen him before. Like, what was that like for you working with Billy, like from a learning experience?
I mean, one thing I learned from Billy is you got to keep it happy. You can't let everything just kind of like everyone get a bit sad, because it's kind of a dark series, so it's quite intense. So you've got to keep it happy, keep it buzzing, keep everyone having fun instead of like everyone being sad or everyone being like anxious or scared, because it's quite scary. And yeah, so just try and lighten the mood.
Absolutely. Rosie, so it's interesting, right? Because so much happens before you go to camera on a series or a film. There's a lot of conversations. And so I'm just wondering, from an acting storyteller perspective, you can see it as two journeys, right? Before filming something and then after filming something, or do you see it as one big journey with multiple steps in between? I'm just curious about that.
I think it's the latter. It's one big journey with multiple steps in between. It's a process, you know? Even decompressing after it's over is still part of the journey. So yeah, you know, and it's wonderful. I love it. I love acting.
Absolutely. No, for sure. Jacobi, what was it like reading scripts for this, or like preparing and then actually going and filming it, like script to screen? What was that like for you?
I read the first episode, and as soon as Noah was there, or he comes in, I just fell in love with the character. I was instantly into him, his emotions, his feelings, and I wanted to play this character. I was like, I am in. I'm gonna do this. And I went to New Jersey, and I wanted to like, I wanted to go for it. So I went, and I think I went for it. I hope I did.
You did an amazing job. And then Rosie, it's interesting as well, because just kind of what, you know, Jacobi just said, it's interesting kind of, you read something and then you have a lot of kind of things that go through your mind, but then it's one thing to actually see it come to life. I'm just curious, was that kind of like, I asked you the journey question, was that the same? Was it like script, screen, separate journeys for you, or did it feel like kind of one big thing? Like, because it's so different, I bet sometimes, right, when you actually go to camera on something.
On some parts, I imagined it exactly, and on other
absolutely.
parts, I don't think it was the same. But that's kind of cool that it's not what you expect.
Absolutely. Rosie, was it the same with you as well?
I don't try to anticipate anything. You know, after almost 40 years in this business, I just kind of go with the flow and see what happens and just stay open. You know, and then when it does happen, I go, oh, wow, that was interesting. That was really cool. You know, so it's kind of like that for me.
Absolutely. I can't wait for people to see before on Apple TV Plus. So great chatting with you both. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.